What did Aha say while playing Riichi Mahjong? Call a chi, call a chi, call upon I can run on the bamboo down. Welcome back to Mahjong Soul, folks. How does he do it? The voice of an angel. Welcome back to Mahjong Soul. My name's Yusong. Hope you're having a good day wherever you are. Folks, we're back in here. You want to know what I did last night when everyone else was out partying? I was studying the freaking blade, okay? Went back and read some Riichi Book 1 because guess what? Even though we won big, I have never been more adrift. My soul is adrift in the middle of the ocean because I feel like I don't know how to play Mahjong anymore. So, I just want to say this before we load in. We're gonna do a new segment that I'm sometimes gonna do in these videos called Education Corner, where I pick some of the screenshots that I like the most from Riichi Book 1, and we're just gonna talk about them, okay? We're gonna talk about them for a little bit. First things first, if you like the song or you like the genre, make sure to leave a comment. And speaking of, a like and a comment. Speaking of, featured comment of the day, Cells Draco. I was recommended this channel not having played Mahjong for a decade, watching you daily now. So here's a comment for the algo. Keep it up. Thank you so much. That brings a warm feeling to the heart. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it. Education Corner. Look at this. Good weights or high scores. Scores are more important when the minimum hand value is less than 5,200. What does that mean? All you have is you know, if you could Riichi on a two-sided weight or Riichi waiting on white dragon or just something else, if your hand value is nothing, wait on the white dragon. I know that this in a vacuum might not make the most sense, but this is the wisdom that you can get from Riichi Book 1. It genuinely felt like doing a Bible study, okay? There's knowledge, it blew my mind. It's a free PDF online, Riichi Book 1. There's wisdom everywhere if you choose to find it. Okay. Dora in this example is a valueless wind tile. It's the Vivian Westwood, which might be easily discarded by your opponents if you keep Damiten, which means you don't call Riichi. Nevertheless, you should still do insta Riichi by discarding for a bamboo. Aim for Hanemon or Baimon rather than being content with 6,400. Dynachiba the goat, ice cold veins. Are you seeing this? I literally, as I was reading this in bed, I was like, sheesh! This is hype as hell. You know what I mean? Always look at this. Hang on, that's not what I meant to show up. What am I? Okay, basically, I have too many screenshots. We gotta get into the game. Basically, one of the screenshots was always call Riichi with 7 pairs if you're waiting on the door. Now, it's not always, but most of the time, always, okay? It's such a good resource if you're into Riichi Mahjong. Riichi Book 1, folks, you gotta check it out. It's a free PDF online. Can't recommend it enough. Don't get me wrong. I will eventually drag us all over the finish line, summarizing one chart at a time, but it expanded my mind as I was reading it last night, okay? Felt super freaking good, and this hand is interesting. We have a lot of wind tiles. Now, don't get me wrong. I think it's a little too premature to be going for the half flush in the bamboo suit, and I'm not gonna do it. But for a minute, I was infinite. What if we drew into 6 of bamboo? Then it would be a lot more likely. I definitely cut the 8 of circles if we did such a thing. Now, what am I thinking about here? What am I thinking about? We could still draw 7 of circles, right? I can cut a Vivian Westwind. How am I doing today? I'm doing okay. You know, last night when I was in bed reading Riichi Book 1, it genuinely, I was I was saying to my significant other, oh no, I gotta study Mahjong later. It felt a little bit like homework. Not saying that I don't love playing Riichi Mahjong, but for whatever reason, it was just because I haven't been reading in bed a lot. You know what I mean? And I know I should be reading in bed instead of doom scroll and 24,000 banana lengths on my phone. Thanks, Reddit. However, once I started reading Riichi Book 1, and I've read it once before, it was like I could feel my mind expanding, and I cannot believe that it is a free resource. I genuinely cannot believe that it's a free resource. Now, this one's interesting. Our hand is what? Seat wind, prevalent wind, red 5 Dora. Oh, I love that. But it's not necessarily guaranteed red 5, right? It's not guaranteed. Okay, okay. That's interesting. That's interesting. I think I'm supposed to cut Kiefer Sutherland here because we could pawn up the Eastwind and then still pawn up one of these two shapes, and then we're still feeling hunky-dory with that. I apologize for the language, but you gotta understand. It's how us big-wig Mahjong players talk about the game. Hunky-dory and some other Mahjong locker room. Oh no. Oh no, get me out of here. Two tiles away from Tenpai right now. All right, I see you. I see your game, Riichi Mahjong. What am I going to discard if I have to discard something? I feel like this 2-3 shape maybe is the first to go. I mean, I'm always going to be pawning up Seat Wind, Previ Wind, right? Like, that's literally always going to happen. And then I feel like cutting this 2 and this 3 is the right thing to do. I mean, I could cut this 7 8s, right? How many 9s are discarded? 1 9 is gone. How many 1s have been discarded? 2 1s are gone. Hawk 2 1s, and 1 4 is also gone. So just in terms of pure raw tile efficiency, I feel like I should get rid of the 2-3 shape in the bamboo. And I will say this, even though I only read for like 15 minutes last, I'm going. I'm absolutely going for it. I mean, this is it the right thing to do? Seat Wind, Prevalent Wind, red 5 Dora. 4 Han is the dealer in this economy. Yeah, it's absolutely worth going for. No one has called Riichi yet. We're gaming right now. If someone does call Riichi, we might even be able to full with the Clint Eastwinds, but we're still hoping that they come out. Maybe we get a nice little exhaustive draw in East 1. We get to regain the dealer seat. Oh, that's a spicy meatball. Maybe I shouldn't be saving it. Like, this is a really spicy meatball. It's close to it's Suji to the door, right? If someone's waiting with a 4-5 in their hand, which they would be inclined to do. I mean, this is Tenpai for a 4 Han hand. It's Tenpai for a 4 Han hand. Look, even if it deals us in, I at least want to be like confident, and then, I mean, this is so stupid, right? At least I want to be confidently ignorant. No, okay, not what we're necessarily looking for here, but I'm okay with this. Lord, tell me how to say no to this. I don't think anyone's going to be cutting Clint Eastwind this late into the game. They see that I have an open hand too, and a lot of the dragons are gone, so they might be a little zuzzed out. They might be a little sussy of the fact that I could be waiting on the Clint Eastwind. But there's 4 Han in the dealer seat, right? Isn't this 11K and some change in terms of points? So I'm okay with that decision. Anyway, as soon as I started reading, I was like so happy that I was reading. Genuinely. Hopefully, if I can keep up the good habit, I can read a little bit more tonight, and that would be nothing short of an absolute pleasure. So here we go. This hand, not anything immediately off the bat. Maybe I could have kept the 1 for Sanshoku, but no, it looks like 2 3 4 Sanshoku is the one that's a little bit more likely. 4 5, great little shape in the character suit. But across or does pawn up the green dragoons. Okay. Anything else outside of the game? I keep eating too much tortilla chips. That's honestly a big problem in my life these days. I you know, instead of just stopping eating when I'm full, my body loves to do this thing where it just, you know, it's a never ending. It's like one of those bags of holding that you find in Dungeons and Dragons. Like, it's all that's in there is tortilla chips at this point. And I don't blame me. Tortilla chips are absolutely freaking delicious, but you know, it's maybe not the best thing. So Left Lord calls the Riichi. I maybe just have to chase this unless man. Okay, Clint Eastwind is a safer tile because it is an honor tile. But if I draw into 2 or a 5 of circles versus a 5 or an 8 of bamboo, I think I'm supposed to slam a lamb, right? Push or fold. If we have a ready hand and a good weight, and oh my god, let me show you this. Oh, which one is it? I think it's this one. A good weight. You want to know what a good weight is? A weight is said to be good if there are at least 2 kinds and more than 4 tiles. So at least 5. Therefore, dual pawn weight, right? If you have a pair of one thing and a pair of another, the maximum amount of tiles that you can get is 4. Like 4 copies of the 8 of characters and 4 copies of whatever other pair that you're rocking with right now. We have a perfect Dishang Tenlo now. Closed weight, which is like if you have a Thomas middleweight, it's what we in the business like to call a Thomas middleweight. Anything else that's safe right now? I mean, there's 4. My hand is not ready. Mom spaghetti. He's nervous, but on the surface he looks calm and Riichi. Sorry, I'm blocking the screen right now. But anyway, you need more than 4 tiles, and single tile weights are considered to be bad. So Love Lord, they're giving me a lifeline out of this gosh forsaken hand. Sorry for the language, and I'm gonna take it. I don't have a ready hand. But the weights were good. But we were 1 away and not necessarily ready. So this is terrifying. You see what just happened? A crossword cut the Dora, even though someone else had called Riichi. That means that a crossword is also cooking something up. So we got to be very... I'm even going to go very, very careful right now. We got to be very, very careful if we want to make it out of this round alive. Right, Lord? You are playing a very dangerous game. And so am I by not immediately folding. Oh, no, dude. Oh no. Oh, I'm Ishanten right now. Oh no. And it's gonna make, you're gonna make me, Lord, tell me how to say no to this. I don't know how to say no to this. 7 of circles is safe. Should I have cut maybe 3 of circles and 2 of circles instead? Just to preserve a little something, maybe a chance revolution to get into Tenpai right now. 9 of bamboo is a safe tile. I'm keeping my eye out for a crossword and left lord right now. There's haters everywhere. You know what I realized? Oh, that's a very spicy tile. But you see, a crossword in cutting the door shows that they were not they definitely wanted to go for it. Now, don't get me wrong. Even if you have a bad weight, there's a whole chapter in Riichi Book 1 that I was reading last night. That's basically, if I can distill it down, just slam the like and subscribe button. Just slamming the Riichi button. If you the only like one of the few instances where you shouldn't call Riichi is if you have a bad weight and you're not the dealer. It's like very, very slim the moments where you shouldn't necessarily call Riichi. And like, even I hope you're okay with all this technical talk about the inner workings of Riichi Mahjong, but even in situations where like, oh, you have a 2 and a 4 of bamboo, right? You're in Tenpai, you call Riichi, you have a 2 and a 4 of bamboo, Hawk to a Hawk 4. This is what it's written in the book too. It's not just me. Hawk to a Hawk 4, bamboo, single tile waiting for the 3. No, let me change that. If you have a 4 and a 6 and you're waiting for the 5, and you're like, okay, well, I can draw into a 3 or a 7 and it changes this. There was this amazing statistic that Dynachiba wrote about that was like, yeah, you could upgrade this weight, but I think it was maybe like if 4 different tiles can upgrade your weight, the likelihood, the time it'll take for you to draw those tiles is like on average 8 turns. And I was like, ain't nobody got time for that. 8 turns. I'm not pawning this. I would probably pawn the red dragoon. Probably would pawn up the red dragoon, but anything else in this situation, give you a big nah to that one. Oh Lord, tell me how to say no to this. I mean, this is Ishanten. This is, I mean, this is our widest tile acceptancy. It's not a good one, but if we pawn up the red dragon, we are in Tenpai for a single tile weight on the 7 of characters. But anyway, I'm going all over the place. Basically, it was like, if you have this would be a situation where we don't call Riichi, actually, which is extremely funny, but also true. Like if we called Riichi single tile, no red dragon triplet, but like if we had Riichi only and it was a single tile weight, that might be a time where you don't call Riichi. There's one of the few, and we're not sitting as the dealer. In most instances, if you have like a Riichi-able hand and you have like a red 5, send it, broski. You gotta just send it. Like I don't want to. This is like someone reading a Mayo Clinic article and being like, this is medical advice. I'm not trying to like, there's more nuance to it. There's genuinely more nuance to it. I can't distill everything down, right? Although I definitely want to try. But even in the book, Dynachiba writes, in most cases, if you're confused as to whether or not you should call Riichi, just call Riichi. Most of the time you will be right. Do not disconnect me from this game. Just like my country, I'm young, frumpy, and dumpy. Give me a chance. Give me a red dragoon pawn, and I quit my job and I work for you. Pawn into Tenpai. I don't love that idea, but now this is like dead in the water. Oh, my hand is like so bad now. Okay, my hand is really bad because now even if I pawn up the red dragon, I'm on a single tile wait for the 1 of bamboo. And you're like, Yusong, what do you mean single tile wait? No, literally single tile. There's 1 copy of the 1 of bamboo left in this entire game. All right, I mean, this is a weird one. I don't even necessarily need to win this round. Like, if we get into a situation, all the 2s are gone, right? All my apes gone, all the 2 of circles are gone. How safe is the 9 of characters looking? It's actually not that safe at all. Oh, okay. Crossword is gonna cut it. That means I have a good opportunity to cut it. If we can end in Tenpai by cheeing up a 3 of bamboo, even pawning a 1 of bamboo right now, like I would absolutely take that chance. Just anything to get into Tenpai. Arguably could have done that here on that last 2 of bamboo discard, but I think that was a little too hasty. Let me see here. Is this actually okay to discard? I'm gonna be a crosslord, discarding every single tile that I thought was a little bit too spooky scary, but you know, left lord is gonna take it. Tanya, red 5, love it, love that for you, bestie. And we're still in this game. We're still in this game. That's all we really want, right? A chip and a chair, Dan Giesling voice, and just a shot to win, or at least put some, you know, put some of our new knowledge into place, you know? I really feel like, and I know we're like moments away from me becoming the Joker, like I really feel like we lately have been getting very tilted, but I think part of the tilt is me just not being very good at the game, or not being very sure about what to discard at any given moment, right? That's causing me a lot of pain, that's causing me a lot of distress. I won't lie to you there. I genuinely feel after having, no dude, I can't pawn this, right? Like 1 2 3 4 5. I don't really have 5 shapes in this hand. Also, like Riichi Pinfu Tanya, pure double twos. Okay, now the pawning feels way better in this hand, just with that 1 tile pickup, because it transforms just this random 4 of characters into a super nice double-sided weight, right? So it's feeling pretty good. But now I have a renewed sense of direction, and I think it genuinely can help. I think if you are experiencing symptoms, if your Riichi Mahjong slump lasts for more than 4 hours, call your doctor. I'm your doctor. Here's what I'm prescribing you, okay? You gotta just look up like Riichi Mahjong strategy on YouTube. You'll find something good. You'll find something good, or maybe not. Maybe it'll be terrible. And then, oh no, hang on. I'm Ishanten. That's the fricked up part about all this. I am genuinely 1 tile away from Tenpai. I don't think I'm legally allowed to chase this, right? I don't have a high scoring hand, and I don't have a ready hand. Honestly, Right Lord sumoing there, probably best case scenario for us. At least we didn't deal in, at least, you know, with them calling sumo, we're not in the dealer's seat, not paying out the dealer penalty. We're still in here. I know it doesn't seem like it, but we're still in here. All it takes is a little like, oh yeah, okay, this game is conquerable, you know, just a little bit of like motivation that we're not totally screwed here, you know? It's possible to get out of Plato's cave. I keep referencing Plato's cave without really understanding what that allegory is even all about, which could be really ironic, because I think Plato's cave is about not understanding something. You know what I mean? Anyway. So yeah, that's why if you're noticing that I'm feeling a little chipper, it's because I was doing a little bit of reading last night. Pure straight potentiality in the circle suit would love to pick up the Dora, the 4 of circles, or a 5 of circles, so that we can then accept the Dora. Both of those would feel amazeballs right now. I apologize for the vulgarity, but you know me, it would feel amazeballs. Where's the lie? There is none. There is none. Would definitely love the pure straight here. 5 of circles would go super hard, and then we just have to figure out like what our pair is going to be. Maybe like 4 of characters or something. Red Dragoon is interesting. Unfortunately, the Red Dragoon is interesting. You know, I'm thinking about whether, we're Ishanten. We're 1 away from Tenpai. If I pawn this right now, I'm literally in Tenpai, waiting for the 2 and the 5 of bamboo. I can call Riichi. Slam it. Insta Riichi. Red Dragon is a Zuzzy tile as well. Red Dragon genuinely a Zuzzy tile. Red Dragon might come out because other people think that it's safe. 6 of circles, I don't think it's gonna come out, but we could always sumo the tile, right? Always do a little sumo ipatsu action. 6 of circles not gonna, oh my god, for real? For real? I mean, the like and subscribe button has never been more slammed than it has been right now. That is interesting. That is interesting. I mean, just calling Riichi, is that really? I'm gonna be so mad. I mean, I'm not gonna be mad at all, but I'm gonna be, I'm gonna have a smile on my face if the only thing that was keeping me from absolute greatness was just slamming the Riichi button forehead. You know what I mean? Okay, here we go. That's a great little pickup. But I think, isn't this a little bit of Tenhou in your life? A little bit of Rita's all I need. Show me like a 3 of characters or another 4 of characters. Okay, that's really good. That's pretty good. If I draw into a 5, I can at least wait for a 6 of circles and a 7 of circles, right? It's a 2 tile wait. Hawk 2 a tile wait in the circle suit. I'm not even looking at what other people are discarding right now. I'm so invested in this Tenhou banger of a hand. Okay. Also, I there was something really interesting. Yeah, okay, so the minimum value of this hand, what is it? I'm in the dealer's seat. Because I'm trying to see if I should prioritize keeping the 4 or... Tenhou red 5 Dora. Tenhou red 5 Dora in the dealer's seat. I think I'm just supposed to slam it. I think I'm just supposed to slam it. I genuinely, I don't know, but this is such a strong hand if it comes together. I also think, hang on, this is, I understand, like, in a vacuum, how it's just like slam the Riichi button. There are oh my god, oh my god. There are like you have to keep in mind that we are the first person to call Riichi, right? We're not chasing after someone else's Riichi. And we have value. I mean, I don't even know, dude. I don't even know. Are we so back? Are we genuinely so back right now? This hand is bad. Okay, this hand, how do you play bad hands? I haven't reached that chapter. I don't really know. Arguably you could cut like 5 of circles and 6 of characters and just try to do some half outside hand shenanigans. Left load with the seat wind. Sure. I will try to go for a half outside hand, and if it doesn't happen, we just fold. If we're like a few, if we're like 9 tiles in and this hand doesn't look that good, I think we're supposed to gigafold this hand, and I'm okay with that. I'm genuinely okay with that. We are in the lead. Also, another reason why you might not want to call Riichi is because, like, one of the stipulations that's actually in the book is if you have a lead, if you have a giant lead. Again, there are so many different scenarios and nuances to when you should do what in this game. It's like beautiful. It is genuinely beautiful, and I'm not gonna pretend like I understand any or all of them. But I will say this: if you want to improve a Riichi Mahjong, it's a pretty fun read. It's genuinely a pretty fun read. What do I want to discard right now? I suppose 2 of bamboo, but I don't think we're ever gonna get like a chance for a 2, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9s. A lot of the 8s are already no. We had 2 of the 8s. Maybe we could have kept it and just thrown the 2. This is maybe a little sloppy in terms of tile efficiency, because if we draw into a third, the third 8 of circles, like, we don't necessarily have to go for the half outside hand, right? Like, a valid hand is a valid hand, and we could always sumo or something extremely random after the fact. There's the Dora tile, and it is the Previ Wind, and I could use it. You know what? You ever die trying, baby. If I don't have to discard the key for Sutherland, which is the Dora tile right now, I'm not gonna do it. Can't recommend the book enough. And I will also say this: like, there are a lot of situations where players, new and old players alike, will go into this community Discord, and I'm blessed that I'm able to do something like this, which is just, hey, what would you do in this situation? Like, let me know what. Like, post a screenshot, try to capture the whole screen, because every part of it's important. How many Riichi sticks are left over, what the point totals are, if anyone else has pawned or cheat. You can't just show your hand, is my advice to you. Okay, that's funny. That's extremely funny. I'm 1 tile away from full outside hand Sanshoku, in which case I think I'm legally obligated to cut this, which is and the Dora comes out from left lord. The luck has never been smoother, but a cross Crossword finally calls Riichi. Maybe they were just waiting for the key for Sutherland to be a safe tile. Not sure about that one, but I am okay with how things will go. I'm still 1 tile away from Tenpai right now. Let's see what happens. How safe does the 2 of characters feels? Yeah, it feels like, I mean, it feels okay, but I'm not gonna do it if I don't have to. I have a Gigantamax lead right now. If they sumo, we pay out the dealer penalty. I have that luxury right now. I think I really do have that luxury. We don't sweat it. No skin off of my Mahjong tiles, okay? Left Lord thinking. They cut the 7, so it means that Left Lord is also folding. Absolutely. Absolutely. And you're like, Yusong, is that really important to recognize? I don't know if it's the most important thing in the world to recognize, but I also think that it is important. Lowercase I important. I'm not going to go with capital I important, but lowercase I important to notice when someone is pushing or when someone's folding or when someone's dragging and if they're rushing, okay? Whiplash reference. We make it out of there. This is totally fine. I cannot tell you how fine this is because the game schmoves along, right? That's our last chance as the dealer, see, but we don't need to mount an epic comeback. All we need to do is get this game into the end zone and we are probably okay. What do? Yeah, Left Lord, I don't know if they were supposed to cut the Clint Eastwood, but I'm definitely cutting the door, the Clint Eastwood. Why? It invokes a sense of despair. It invokes a sense of despair around the table because if someone's sitting in last place or third place, it means that they can't have 3 copies of the Dora. And that's honestly going to sting a little bit, but that's what we're trying to do right now. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to make it really, really difficult for anyone else to mount a comeback. I don't care that we're playing on Left Lord's, home. It's their home game. I'm trying to win no matter what. This is a weird one. We need a pair in this hand somewhere, but we'll figure it. It'll all come out in the wash. We're 2 tiles away from Tenpai right now. Hopefully we can wait on this. Hopefully we can wait on this 5-6 shape in the bamboo suit. A nice little double-sided weight right there. Anyway, feeling pretty good. Right Lord pawning up the red dragon and the dealer. See, that might mean, hey, grab a snack, grab a drink. We might be here for a tiny second, right? There is our pair. That feels pretty good. We are now E-Shan 10 from Tenpai, and I'm gonna keep a safe tile. If we draw into 7 of circles, I think we call Riichi 1000%. I think if we draw into 4 or 7 of bamboo, I think we're still supposed to call Riichi because it's not like if your hand is Riichi but it has anything other than that, Dora, Tanya, Red 5, if it has anything, I think you're supposed to slam the like and subscribe based on my research, based on me studying the blade, okay? And hopefully, even if you don't read Riichi Book 1, I highly recommend it. Hopefully, if you're trying to get better at the game, then me reading Riichi Book 1 and just osmosing it to you, right? We're just a family of peregrine falcons, okay? I am chewing up the food, everyone's lining up, okay? This is weird, but maybe through osmosis, sleeping on a textbook, we can make something happen. I pawned up the red dragoons because the rest of this hand looks okay. We need to figure out what our pair is gonna be, but it's gonna happen sometime, maybe this time, like a famous musical theater song. I'll just be real with you. Yeah, we want a pair for sure, skis, right? And the 2 of bamboo doesn't seem like it's gonna give us the pair that we so desire. Maybe opening up this hand was a little premature, but I like our double-sided weights, right? This hand moves so fast if Left Lord gives us literally anything. Okay, what they gave us was a Riichi. Is there anything safer that we could have? I mean, we could have thrown 1 of circles. We know that Left Lord's not waiting with a 2-3. So maybe if we got to fold, and that is the tile that we got to fold with. Okay, this is fine. 4 of circles also looking pretty safe. I'm not gonna lie to you. 2 of circles also looking pretty safe, right? We see 3 of the 4 of circles, if that makes sense linguistically. No, there's 4 copies of the 4 of circles. We see 3 of them. 1 is here, 1 is here, and 1 is the Dora indicator. So it's unlikely that Left Lord has the last 4 of circles. That's a Zuzzy weight. That's a Zuzzy weight. Huge respect. Huge respect. Huge respect. Riichi, but it's a Zuzzy weight. It's a Riichi only hand on a bad weight, and you're not the dealer. But it's a bad weight that's likely to come out. I don't know if that necessarily passes the smell test in Riichi Book 1. Because how does that hand improve? You have 2 of circles and Clint Eastwind. If you draw 3 of circles, it's like maybe Riichi Pinfu if your hand, you know, if it all aligns. Okay, that's interesting. Maybe it's worth waiting 1 turn, and then if not, slam a lamb in the like and subscribe button. This is an interesting one. This is an interesting one. It's got notes of Tenhou, right? It's coming from the Tenhou region of France. If we manage to get rid of this 9 of characters and this 1 of circles, we could definitely make some magic happen. But you know, if we draw into something like 8 of characters, I think I'm just supposed to cut a 7 of characters in that sense, right? We might be able to. Hang on. Oh man, we can still accept 4. Okay, hang on. This is maybe where my tile inefficiencies might rear its ugly head. I'm not sure if that was the right tile to discard. I'm genuinely not sure. Let us find out. Let us find out. Obviously, okay, I want to use the red 5. Now this is Giga Tenhou, right? This is the biggest Tenhou you've ever seen in your entire life. Tenhou, red 5, red 5. What is the door tile? It's the Vivian Westwind. It's my seat wind. So, you know, if we draw it, the only way other people can use it, not the only way, but the most likely way other people can use it is via half flush. I'm looking at everyone's discards. No one, if they are going for a half flush, could have fooled me. Absolutely could have fooled me. So what am I cutting here? I think I'm cutting this so that I can still accept 4 of circles, right? 4 of circles kind of goes sick nasty mode here. Would love to be able to call Riichi with a double-sided weight. It's probably not gonna happen. Probably not gonna happen. But I'm probably slamming Riichi here no matter what. Even if it's a slightly awkward double pair weight, I think that we're supposed to do it. It's not guaranteed that this hand can improve, right? How does this hand improve? If we draw another 6 of circles, unlikely. If we draw into 4 of circles, okay, a crossover with the chase, that feels really, really bad. But you know what? Them's the breaks. They're chasing, we're gaming. I'm cutting the Dora. That feels horrendous mode. That's okay. Even if we draw into 8 of characters, it's not like this hand improves, right? We're in Zuzzy for Earth in jail. It only improves if we draw into 6 of characters. And waiting for that, it could definitely happen, but it's not guaranteed. Crossroad is gonna win the shootout there in terms of Riichi, in terms of chasing Riichis. There's nothing we can do about that. And Riichi, red 5, I genuinely think that you're supposed to clip it and ship it. You know what I mean? Chasing with that hand, I don't know. It's a ready hand, but it does not have a good weight. And I don't necessarily know if that hand, Riichi, red 5, was high scoring. I wouldn't describe it as high scoring. High scoring, as foretold in Riichi Book 1, is what is it? 7,700 points. So we are not at the dealers, and as a result, I don't think that we're supposed to do that. I don't think that we're supposed to. Shantan. This hand is amazing. If we draw the Dora, we're supposed to obviously send it. Riichi Pinfu Dora. Even if we're on a single tile wait for the Dora, I still think that we're supposed to freaking send it. I genuinely do. Maybe I'm not supposed to cut 2 of characters there, because now if we draw into 3 of characters, I'd much rather, yeah, 2-4 would have been better than this godforsaken 1-2 shape. Okay, but with the 1-2 shape, we can accept the Dora, so it's not necessarily the worst decision that I've ever made. Is it a little bit inefficient? Oh man, and then we would have had 4-5. Oh man, huge punish there. Huge punish there. What is this, the Daigo parry? We're still Shantan. We're still 1 away from Tenpai right now. I don't feel great about this, obviously, but it all comes out in the wash if we draw into the 3 of circles. Now, if we draw into, so what gets us into Tenpai? 6 of characters, 1 of circles, 3 of circles, 5 of bamboo, 8 of bamboo. Now, are we supposed to call Riichi single tile waiting for the Dora? I don't hate it, because then we don't have to discard the Dora. But then this is really, really good. Like, I mean, let's just wait for the Dora. I don't even know. I gotta reread the chapter immediately. Oh god. This is why, I mean, I was reading it. I'm such an iPad kid, dude. And I mean that in the most derogatory way possible, okay? I was reading it in bed and I was like so tired immediately because it was a long, exhausting day. We streamed for like almost 4 hours, which doesn't sound like a lot, but if your stream lasts for longer than 4 hours, talk to a doctor. You're probably a zonked little guy, okay? I was immediately so tired. You know what I actually need to do? And this is maybe humiliating, but maybe just like freaking real. I need to read through Riichi Book 1 with a fine-tooth comb and take physical notes on like a spiral bound notebook that I will put into a locker. I need to be bullied for my lunch money, okay? It is genuinely what I want to do because guess what? Your boy was, you know, obviously, I was gonna say good at school, but what I mean by that is like had a privileged home environment where I could actually focus on my homework. Not everyone has a freaking surface to, oh, we would have been able to sumo had we waited on the others, but that's okay. Now we still don't have to discard the door. And if the hand, dude, oh my god, if the hand is less, if the minimum hand value is less than 5,200, which it is, by the way, Riichi Red 5 Dora, less than 5,200, I think so, that 3-han, then we prioritize score. We try to maximize score. Maximizing weights, if our score is higher, it's not even like we're maximizing weights if we go for the 1 of circles and the 6 of characters, right? So Crossword is gonna chase my Riichi once again. If we lose this game, we lose this game. I still had a lot of fun slamming the like and subscribe button. Oh man, I mean, that's amazing that the 5 of bamboo passed. We're getting very, very lucky right now. I will not lie to you. We are getting very, very lucky. But I also understand Crosslord's tenaciousness in calling Riichi here because this is your last chance in the dealer seat. You gotta make some magic happen. And you know, whether or not you win this hand, you at least get to, you are at least definitely in Tenpai for our exhaustive draw. Single tile waiting for the 4 of bamboo. Respect. Absolutely respect. Let me drink some water. Yeah, I want to go through it and physically take notes. Because why? When you physically take notes, you retain the information better, genuinely, or at least I do. I think that if you are maybe like raised on technology, then maybe it doesn't matter whether or not you take physical notes or not, or maybe like if you're just using a pen and whatever on an iPad, or on a tablet, it's like the same freaking difference. But you know, I have I'm not a statistician and I'm not a scientist who studied this, so take this with a mountain of salt. Like I don't know what I'm talking about, and I'm pretending to, which is perhaps ideologically or just intellectually dangerous at worst, disingenuous at best. Oh, we would have loved that. Oh no, what do I do? I guess I cut the Vivian Westman, but I don't have a lot of tiles with which I can fold. This hand is okay. Right low with the Riichi. I think I'm supposed to fold here. My hand is not ready. I can't guarantee a good weight. And it's not a high scoring hand. I got literally nothing going for me right now. So we're huge folding. Or we're gonna try to at the very least, right? So what can we discard here? I'm gonna cut 2 of circles. We know that they're not waiting with a 3-4 of circles. 4 of characters, perfect. We got another one loaded in the hopper. But I think that if you are, you know, this is right, Lord, this is a little dangerous because they might be able to catch up to me and usurp my first place throne. And now Left Lord and a Crosslord are fighting. This is a knife fight. Genuinely, it's anyone's game for last place avoidance right now, which is extremely important in a game as treacherous as Riichi Mahjong. I have my doubts as to whether or not, like, if you take your notes writing with a stylus on an iPad, that you'll retain it as well, because it's the same device that you use for like goofing off and watching YouTube videos. You mean that, like, the same device in which you can, in less than 2 seconds, you can open up a YouTube video that has like 45,000 like overstimulating sights and sounds and colors and edits. Like, I don't know if that's the environment that, you know, I think that inherently baked into that environment in which you're taking notes is a dangerous proposition, you know? Hang on, I shouldn't have kept this 2 of circles. It's actually so unnecessary. This is also very unnecessary, but I guess I can keep a safe tile for later. We get giga punished if I draw into 7 of characters, because I think That 2, I was definitely not supposed to keep. Crossword with the Riichi. Okay, that's hilarious. Left Lord feeling in a world of pain right now. I can't even imagine the pain that Left Lord is in, because a crossword calling the Riichi is like, you might not, like, you can't play defense and you're stuck between a rock and a hard place of how do I compete with this so I don't lose this game, but how do I also just not immediately deal in ruining my whole life? Now, we have to be careful here. Arguably, I just should have cut the 3 of bamboo instead of risking it for the key for Sutherland. And you know what? 3 of bamboo, it's a guaranteed safe tile for a crosslord. If there's guaranteed safety, I'm taking it. If there's not, then finally, only then will the Vivian West one come out. Only then will the Vivian West one come out. 3 of characters, unfortunately, no new information, no new taxes there. Cross are definitely pogging off right now. How many 2s are visible? Wow, Left Lord makes it into the end zone. This is miraculous. No matter who wins here, it's been an honor and a pleasure. Oh my God, red 5. Show me the match history. They're in the Shadow Realm. They get to sumo, and the game keeps going. So that's really, really interesting. Okay, Riichi pure double sequence. Ipatsu, that's okay. That's actually a banger. Now they could even get second place. That's anything could happen in Riichi Mahjong. Chased a Riichi with a single tile weight, and it ended up working out for them. It's honestly pretty magical. Not gonna lie, pretty magical. This hand is good. Notes of Riichi Pinfu in the air. I have a pair in the 9 of characters, but you never know. We could draw into another pair of something else in our hand and then suddenly have a 7, 8, 9. So I don't necessarily hate just keeping it around. Let me just peep. I just want to see like who has lost more lately. I mean, a crosslord in the Shadow Realm. You remind me of me. You remind me of me. And then Left Lord. I know I just looked at this. You're also in the Shadow Realm. You remind me of me. Right Lord. Oh my God. Everyone at this table has been psychically broken. I'm among my peers, folks. I am among my peers. This is exactly how I want to be playing Riichi Mahjong. As the harvester of broken souls. Yes. Yes. Oh my goodness. Okay, there's a 5. What do I want to cut here? I mean, I think this is our least valuable tile. We can still accept a 3 or a 6 in this position. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we need one of you guys to become another shape, right? Drawing 6 of circles would be awesome. Drawing even 6 of bamboo would be kind of awesome. I won't lie to you there. 9 of circles. Sure. And then we still have 2 pairs in our hand, like we're Phil Hellmuth getting tilted at high stakes poker or whatever. This is fine. I don't love it. I don't love cutting the 5, but the rest of our hand is okay. The 7-9 shape isn't even that bad because we could always upgrade it if we happen to draw into a 6 of circles, right? So unfortunately, we haven't been able to draw into a good tile in a long time since touchdown brings me back again to find. Sure, I mean, this is 1 tile away from the Emerald City right now. I won't lie to you. If I draw into 8 of circles, I slam the like and subscribe. That is interesting. That is very, very, very interesting. 8 of circles or 7 of characters. I don't think it really matters at this point. I think I'm supposed to slam the like and subscribe no matter what. You know what? It does matter. It does matter. It does matter. Because I want to be able to keep both pair of the 9s. If I get to call Riichi and I get to wait on a pair of this 9 or this 9, that's divine, okay? Unintentional rhyme, unintentional spit and bars, but it's absolutely true. Right Lord, the pawn. Probably a Tanyao only hand. I have to be a little bit careful here. I do have a ready hand, but it's not a high scoring hand, nor are my weights very good. I don't think that I'm supposed to chase here. Oh my God, Right Lord is not playing defense at all. I think I'm supposed to fold. The reason that this is very dangerous is because it's close to the door. Like, what if someone has an 8-9 right now? Left Lord, come to bargain. 8 of characters is safe. Right Lord literally just cut it. Oh my God, I almost just missed that. Right Lord with the sumo. They have a Gigantamax hand. Tell me it's just a Mongon. Just another Manic Mongon. It's the Dora. 3 Dora White Dragon. It's just a Mongon. Is this more than what I have? Watch the throne. I'm in there. I'm actually in there. So what do we learn today? Slam the like and subscribe button. Usually slam the like and subscribe. Not always, right? If you're waiting to maybe chase someone else's Riichi, in that moment, you probably shouldn't slam the like and subscribe, but In all other cases, like slamming the like and subscribe might be fine. Let me just take a look to see. I don't think anyone even dealt in that much in this last game. I don't even think that anyone is dealing in that much. And if they were dealing in, there were a lot of spicy chasing Riichis being called. All the 8s were gone. That's why I discarded this 9, hopefully. Or 9 was actually a safe tile, so we're gaming. Okay, that's a pretty spicy discard across, sword. That's a pretty spicy discard. I'm not sure why you would do that unless you got into Tenpai. You didn't even get into Tenpai. This is you're not in Tenpai. Your hand is you're not in Tenpai, and you can't guarantee good weights. Because a bad weight would be 5 of characters, red dragon. Do you have anything that's safe to fold with? Right, called Riichi like a million years ago. Red dragon isn't the worst thing that you could ever do. Dude, also 6 of circles is fine. It's inside Tsuji. Obviously, my friendship with Tsuji is a little bit tenuous at this point, but I feel like that's okay. I would have folded there. I would have genuinely folded there. And then a lot of sumo gaming, just because honestly, Riichi Mahjong is all about sumo. It's been a long time since I said that, but I think you're just supposed to, because you're supposed to slam the like and subscribe is what I've learned. So what happens? They call Riichi. Do you chase? Nah, you're just really, really close to Riichi. Yeah, and that's a safe tile. Wait, who ends up dealing in? Is it me? No, you end up dealing in, right? This is a decent enough hand. I would cut. Oh, it is your seat wind. This is such an awkward position. In terms of tile efficiency, you really want to cut the 4 and the 7. Oh, this is what I would have cut. Oh my, and that's an evil weight. That's an evil weight. Double pair. I love it. Slam the like and subscribe, especially if you're first. If early bird gets the worm, you know what I mean? And your weight is Zuzzy. Dynachiba doesn't say Zuzzy in the book, but like they do say like if your weight is likely to come out at some points, and having like a non-prevalent, a valueless wind like that is good. It's no longer the prevalent wind. Crossover with the chasing Riichi, we got to examine the decisions in our lives that led us into this. Calling Riichi, slamming, single tile weight, yes. Because you also have red 5. If you didn't have red 5, you're not supposed to call Riichi here. But because you do, you're actually supposed to call Riichi there. You draw into 3 Dora. This is the biggest injustice I've ever seen in my entire life. You're absolutely, I mean, hang on. I don't know if you're supposed to call Riichi here, but you might as well. You might as well if you're not folding. Riichi, seat wind, prevalent wind, 3 Dora, Hanemon, red 5. That's 7 Han. If you get anything else, it might even be a Baimon. Yeah, sure. You don't have to call Riichi here, because even if you don't call Riichi, it's a 6 Han Hanemon still. I don't think you need to, but with someone not folding, like maybe now the 5, if this passes, then 5 of circles I think is okay to come out. 8 of circles is also okay to come out. I don't hate the chasing Riichi there. I don't know if it's necessarily quote unquote correct to do that, but I don't hate it. Folks, I mean, it's a glimmer of hope. It's a glimmer of hope. And that's all we need. A chip and a chair. That's going to do it for today's video. If you enjoyed the song or you like the genre, consider subscribing. I got new videos every day. Consider leaving a like and a comment if you're feeling particularly generous today. Helps me out so much. It helps keeps the lights on at Yusong HQ. Greatly appreciated. I stream on Twitch Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 3 p.m. PST. Link is down below in the description, along with our community Discord and our VODs channel in case you can't ever make it live. Until next time, please take care of yourself and please be kind to yourself, okay? I'll talk to you soon. Peace.